it's Valentine. Every time it's Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Oh, wow. I don't know if you heard that. I was doing a little of my funny Valentine over the top of that. That was a moment. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, it's lovely to see your faces in the place today. Welcome to Daily Antidote of Song. Great morning, grand rising to us all. I am Arne. I'm your host for this Tuesday edition of Daily Antidote of Song, which as always is lovingly brought to you by the fantastic people at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand. Show them love, show them love, show them love. All right. So we are celebrating day 2 of Carpe Diem Week here at Daily Antidote of Song. We have a very special, beloved guest who's already a wonderful member of this family. We'll get to him in a moment after I say greetings to the Facebook Live family. All right, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Hey, 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 hey. How you doing? How you doing? All right. And then let's just turn on each other and say greetings to our fellow Zoomers in the room. Roomers in the Zoom. Let's wave to each other. Yes. Ruth, I like how you're doing that. She just kind of did this whole, it's very choreographed. I like that. Quite inclusive. All right. I'm going to start out with saying hello to Jojo Rossi, who is here in a listening capacity. Let's all breathe on that and welcome her and make a safe space for her to be at today, a loving space. I'm going to say hi to Busy Graham. I can't see her yet, but I believe she's here. And as always, my girl, Katie the Zoom Guru. Hey! You got me together today, Katie. I thank you very kindly. I don't know how she does it, but she does. If there's anyone new in the room today, please feel free to put your name and where you're from so we can kind of know, and also let us know how you found us. That's always the fun part. Okay, let's get started with saying hello to the Zoomers in the room. All right, let me open the screen. Whew, take a deep breath, Arne. Take a deep breath. All right, now it's open. Hey, Hey, hey to my friend Susan G. Hey, hey to Amanda and Miles. Hey, hey to Luda with the love always. Hey, hey to Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Hey, hey to Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hey, hey to Annette. I love that striped shirt. Hey, hey to Harriet. I see you. Hey, hey to Brian. I see you too. Hey, hey to Mabel in Massachusetts with one of those rockets coming to the screen. Hey, hey to Becky in BC, Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Hey, hey. Hey, there's my friend Arlene in Berkeley and my girl Bonnie in Boise. And hey, hey to Jan K in Illinois. Hey, hey to Ann in Knoxville. Hey, hey to Dan in Vienna. I see you, Simke, and Gloria and Tiger. Oh, I love that. Hey, hey to Sarah in Texas. Hey, hey to Deborah in Kentucky. Hey, hey to Lynn and Cliff in Vermont. Hey, hey to Kathy in Virginia. Hey, hey to Steve and Michelle. Hey, hey to Jamie in Victoria. Hey, hey to Pete and Janet in Toronto. Oh, I think that's a drum, I think. Or it's a nice is it popcorn? Okay, I don't know. Put it in the chat. Hey, hey to Ann in Maryland, Susan in Seattle, always Nancy with the moo cow, and there's Andy in Brattle. I can't see past the BO, but you're there. I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Hey, hey to Delhi. Okay, I'm silly in the morning. Hey, hey to Delhi. I see you. And Jane in Texas. Caroline in DC. And Fred in Silver Spring. Love that backdrop. And there's Jim in New York City. Hey, and there's Ann in Nashville. And there's Kate in Charlottesville, and Marika on the iPhone 11 Pro. And there's Aloysius out in the world. Ralph in Victoria. Cricket. Yeah, Cricket is already up on her feet. And there's Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Love to see you. And there's my friend Storm. Loving those hats always. I see Sandy and Hoda in BC. Hey, Hoda. And there's Gary and the curly tops. I saw all three of you all yesterday. I loved it. The curly tops. And there's Kate in the south of France. Yes. And there's Christiana and Sue and Harriet. I see you, Harriet, and Jaden and Karen in Oregon. Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. I love my BC people. Ray and Sheila in Florida. Okay, y'all are moving fast. Gary in New Mexico. LMG. Loriana and crew. Carol J in Connecticut. Paulette. Loving that. Brim. There's Robert and James and Sarah and Susan and everybody's here. All the good looking people came here today. That's all we care. If you're good looking, put your hands up. If you're good looking, put your hands up. Ha! If you're real good looking, put both your hands up. I love it. And good morning to you. Y'all don't want to see me on coffee. This is me, no caffeine. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, we are celebrating day 2 of Carpe Diem Week, which is Seize the Day Week here at Daily Antidote of Song. Today is also 2/2/22, and I know there are a lot of special events in recognition of that date. Storm, I think you put something up yesterday. Throw it in the chat again. Today's guest is well loved by the Daily Antidote community. He hails from the Republic of Uganda. He is a musician, parent, educator, creative arts producer, philanthropist. His work combines world roots rhythms and melodies that emanate from the diversity of the many traditional instruments that he has customized to develop his very unique sound. And we are definitely going to talk a little bit more about that later. Everybody, you know him already. You love him already. Please join me in welcoming Chinobay. Put it up for him. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing amazing and very happy to be here and meet all the wonderful people again and new ones too.
All right, we're happy to have you. Tell us about the song that you've chosen to share this morning.
So the song that I chose to share is in my mother tongue, Luganda, one of the languages I speak. I speak 5 different languages, but Luganda is my mother tongue. I always like to sing songs in different languages just to spice it up and remember places I've been to. But this one is in my mother tongue. And the lyrics, they're very simple, and it's a song that basically talk about what I can call, unconditional love, the love of a child. Because kids are so pure, kids have no, they don't see difference in color, in who we are. They only see happiness and joy. And I wrote this song actually after, situation with my daughter, how she kind of, links up and loves everybody else, takes pictures, and I'm like, oh, this is a good image. I wish the whole world was just like this, And so, and I'll tell you a little bit about, the lyrics as we go through them. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, is there a part that you can teach us that we can sing?
Absolutely. And that's the main reason why I came here, because singing together is always beautiful. And some of you might already know, but where I come from in Africa, music is a communal language. So you can hardly find anybody playing music by themselves. And if you find them, grab an instrument, grab anything and join them. And we believe that if you can talk, you can sing. If you can walk, you can dance. That's a saying in my home country. So music is not a profession. It's a language. It's an expression. It's nothing to do with how great or amazing you are. It's all about how wonderful you feel. So we are here all to participate. So today it's very folklore classic. What I mean folklore classic is, I know those are 2 different words, like folklore and then classic, but in the folklore style of music in Uganda, we have a lot of call and response, as opposed to there's a verse and then there's a pre-chorus and then a chorus. So music has been arranged. So traditionally, you have call and response, where people are just picking up lines and joining and moving along because it brings the energy together. So the way I wrote the song is you are going to be singing just the last word of every line. It's very simple. That's actually, and if you look at it, I actually say the same line just before you sing it. So the last two words are the same. So it's then even easier. So yeah, I'm trying to have perfect explanations. English is my second language, so if I'm going too fast or something you don't understand,
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay. So, done. Mumasogo, mulimu ekyama, ekyama. That's your part. Mumasogo, mulimu ekyama, ekyama. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Nabaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Nga nabaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Yegwe, yegwe, yegwe is my part, yegwe is your part. All right, you get it. It's very easy. So, mumaso go, mulimu enkenyera. Mumaso means the eyes. Like when I look into your eyes, ekyama means a secret. In your eyes, I see a secret, that's the first line. No mutima go, tegulina nkenyera. And in your heart, I see no grievance, Woobera wabawo Edembe. That every place you are, I see a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, a lot of joy. Nabaana, abana means children. Balinga ebinyonyi. The children are like birds, Ebinyonyi means birds, many birds, because Africa is a place of birds, find it paradise. And because birds, can move to every place without passports and visas, they feel they belong everywhere. So, and birds are always, moving, happy. So when you see, so the reference of children and birds is almost directed at children. When they are like birds, means they are very happy, they are very joyful, they are very hopeful, they are smiling. Life is just amazing. And yegwe means it's you. I'm like, it's you. Like, no, it's you. So, that's more like so and I felt, this month, especially, being, first of all, Black History Month, being a lot of, world needs so much love and harmony with each other. It's always nice to, remind ourselves through music that, as a global family, we can celebrate and cherish, each other and who we are.
Fantastic. Yeah. So we're looking forward to this. I'm going to ask everyone to please refrain from writing in the chat. Katie's going to post the lyrics, and we want the lyrics right where they need to be. We can come back and chat after the song is done. Okay, Chinobay, take it away.
All right, so I'm going to take it slow, and then you can, respond, yeah. Mumasogo, mulimu ekyama, ekyama. Again. Mumasogo, mulimu ekyama, ekyama. Second line. No mutima go, tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. No mutima go, tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. So the first one is ekyama, 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 ekyama. Second line, enkenyera, 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 enkenyera. Enkenyera means grievance. Enkenyera, 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 enkenyera. Edembe, 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 edembe. Ebinyonyi, 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 ebinyonyi. And then we change it on the more like, chorus kind of. Yegwe, yegwe, and pause. Yegwe, 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 yegwe. All right. mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. Mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Nga n'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Nga n'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Yegwe, 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 yegwe ngambye, yegwe, yegwe. Come on. Yegwe, 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 yegwe. Mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. Mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. N'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Nga n'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Yegwe, 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 yegwe. Ngambye yegwe no, yegwe, 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 yegwe no, yegwe, yegwe, yegwe no, yegwe, yegwe. One more time. Mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. Mu maaso go mulimu ekyama, ekyama. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. N'omutima go tegulina nkenyera, enkenyera. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Woobera wabawo Edembe, Edembe. Nga n'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Nga n'abaana balinga ebinyonyi, ebinyonyi. Yegwe, 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 yegwe no, yegwe, 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 yegwe.
Woo! That was a mood right there, bruh. That was a mood. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was so much fun. That's quite a groove for the morning. And I liked how Katie was spotlighting different people so you could see them all being moved by the rhythms. Thank you so much for that. So, the last time you were at Daily Antidote, well, since the last time you were there have been some significant changes to your role. Well, actually, before we do that, let's talk about that kora. That is the instrument that you're playing, correct?
Yes, that's the instrument I'm playing. It's 21 strings, and that's what it looks like. On the other side, you have 10 strings on one side, you have 11 on the other, so it's a double kind of African harp, you can say.
Right, and so you got a pickup on it, I see.
Yeah, I built it with a pickup and piezos, so I'm able, when I go on big tours, playing on stages that needs more amplification, then I can run it through stuff and I can make it global. Yeah.
Right. Do you have to tune the strings?
Yes, I have to tune each one of them. And when I change into different keys, actually modes, so I have sometimes to tune between concerts, change like one note and the mode shifts. So there's a lot of there's a lot of happiness that, needs to happen.
And you do have a hard case that you travel with that in, correct?
I built a case myself too.
You have to, because yeah, you can't have a soft case for that instrument. It's too
No,
valuable.
no, you can't. Before you used to, when I traveled when I was very young, 9 years old. Actually, I've traveled 75 countries. So I think in the last 15 years of my career, I could take this on the plane until around 2011. You could not take instruments anymore.
That's right.
So before it was amazing. I used to play inside the plane as the flight was going, and it was always wonderful. So,
Right, right, right.
yeah,
And then things changed.
then things
And
changed. Yeah,
things changed. Okay, that's a balafone that you've got
this is the
next to you.
balafon right here, built also with very small. The same, almost the Cora. The Cora is built out of a very, this is a medium-sized gold. There are some that are
Yeah.
big, and the balafon, is built with the small ones at the
Wow,
bottom. So the
gorgeous.
baby ones, yeah. And then this is my endongo right here, folklore instrument from
Ooh,
Uganda. Yeah, the
woo!
first instrument I played, and then I have the akogo, which is known as the kalimba from piano, and then my talking drum, and a bunch of other instruments here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, one of these days we're gonna have you just play everything all at once. We'll figure it out. How old were you when you started picking up instruments?
I don't remember. Maybe five or three or four somewhere. What I have been playing since I remember anything.
Were you singing
Yeah.
first and then playing, or it all just kind of evolved at the same time?
I was singing and playing at the same time. My mom used to sing in the house. My dad used to sing, and we grew up near the palace where there was a lot of music. So as kids, uh, 2, 3, 4 years old, we used to hear drum beats, and the dancers, and then we used to go out there, look at them dance and sing. And then when they take a break, we ran to the drums and tap them. And we did that literally for 5 years, to run to this kind of big, huge compound where there was music and wait for 5 seconds when we get their chance. And that was my childhood.
Wow, that sounds incredible. And you've mentioned that you have some new techniques that you're developing on these traditional instruments. Can you just share a little bit about that, please?
Yeah. So, well, the kora is normally a picking instrument, but I've been able to play chords because I lived in Paris, I lived in Netherlands, I lived in Italy, and currently in the US. I'm working. There's a band called the Snacky Puppy, so I'm doing collaborations with them. So playing with different musicians, I've developed techniques of adopting different musical styles, especially jazz and funk, where I can create like the music. And then I have braided strings on here, so I can be able to have these percussive sounds which normally
Oh, wow.
chorus wouldn't have. And then yeah, so I'm developing out of secrets of the kora. I believe that every instrument is like a language. You can learn any language, but you speak the language with an accent. So I learned to play the kora, and I'm trying to develop my own accent of the kora. So that's how the instrument becomes you, and you become the instrument.
Wow. Well, you're so accomplished. I like that little solo you threw in there, and you were singing it too. I'm feeling you on that. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you. Yeah.
Thank you for that. So, there's a question. There have been some changes since the last time you were here in this room. People want to know about the girls. What's going on with the girls?
The girl was amazing. Mercy was 4 years on 4th of February. So she's the youngest. I have two girls. They are both amazing artists. One loves to draw, one loves to dance, which is perfect because I make the music. So when we're in the room, that's what is happening: music and drawing and dancing. And we moved to North Carolina, Asheville, where I'm curating a program for the youth for about 8 schools down here. My mission all over since the beginning has been to bring wonderful music and global music to young people in communities. Because a lot of them can't go to Carnegie Hall or Lincoln Center or Hollywood Bowl, all of these places we have played. So I have a mission to make sure great music that qualifies to go on those big stages can also reach young people in the schools. And so I came to North Carolina to do that, and I'm here with my girls, and we are doing workshops, residencies, and they're in school here until the end of the school year in May, June. Yeah.
That is fantastic. That's so fantastic. And it corresponds with the work from your Dance of Hope initiative. Can you remind us about that, please?
Yeah, the work I do now is actually, an inspiration from Dance of Hope, a continuation. Dance of Hope is a foundation, is actually an initiative, a program that brought together young people that have come from the, worst environments in Uganda. And music became a healing power of that transforms them and gives them opportunities to tell their stories and travel around the world. And so they came to the US. Most of these, the youngest was sometimes 8 years old, toured across America. They did workshops, residencies, and now they're back in Uganda. So there's been, enormous impact back home. But I feel, there's a global need to do this work. So that now inspired me to be able to do the same all over the world. As an artist, I feel that wherever we are, we have to figure out ways of contributing and transforming communities where we are, regardless.
Absolutely.
And that's, they do their work now in Uganda. They have inspired me, I have inspired them, and I'm continuing to do the same, in the US.
Was there any connection with you and them during the pandemic? Because, it was a strange time for a lot of people.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why, because during the pandemic, as adults, we were frustrated, isolated, and we can speak out. But I feel a lot of children, experienced, worse situations, but they don't have a platform to speak out. So sometimes we don't realize when we see the smiles on their faces, we can't realize the pain they have in their hearts. The smiles and the joys you see outside don't fully represent what they feel. And I feel, pulling them out of schools, away from their friends, away from connection, was actually very disturbing emotionally. And so during the pandemic, I decided, to be able to bump up these programs, and especially the kids here, to allow the art to kind of allow them to rebuild, a connection again. And hopefully the pandemic will continue to kind of weave away and
Right,
get back to
exactly.
normal. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I'm really curious. What was your understanding of Black History Month before you came here to the US?
Yeah, I was just like any other kid in Africa. So, I studied a lot I read a lot about, European history, African history, American history, and then, but in America, when we learn about, American history, then we learn about African American history, and we learn about people that came from home, from people that came from. Actually, it's a lot through the music. That's what's amazing, because rock and roll comes from funk, funk comes from jazz, jazz comes from blues, blues came through slavery, and slavery came from Africa. So Africa gave birth to a lot of these, global music styles today. So when we are studying, music and the path of African people, then we learn about music in America and how Africa is linked to that. That is through which we'll start to learn about Black History Month, and we learn about, the civil rights movement and the American, Black people that through songs and pain and everything built, this country. But we can't experience it because everything we read is from the books. And then you come over to America, and then now you really experience America
That's
from
right.
another whole perspective. And yeah, so I've been able to, and my goal today, as a person who has lived in different countries, I want to bring a more realistic perspective to people in America about what Africa is, and also to bring the real perspective to people in Africa what America is. And as an African, I feel, we have this foundation and cultural history, and that is enormously amazing. Sometimes misrepresented, but as artists, we have the platform to share these today.
All right, and so it is. I love that. So are you back out in the world performing yet?
Yes, I'm back in the world performing, doing my first concert in 2 weeks, and then actually I just received an invitation. I'll be playing at the Washington Folk Festival in June, hopefully, if it's on. So I'll be coming there with my family, and then my tour dates are all gonna be on my website. So hopefully, so I have like 5 shows between now and May, which feels amazing, and then releasing my new album, which has been long overdue, featuring musicians from about 30 different countries. We recorded all through the pandemic, and that will be my story of the pandemic.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, Katie has put all of your information up. Chinobay Music, Dance of Hope. You can find you on Bandcamp. It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. And it's wonderful to see everybody. And we had, and I said this already, but, when we're going through a situation, with COVID, thank you to the Antidote family and everyone that sent out cards. My daughters have been reading these cards and almost every single day and rereading them and rereading them. And they have written some nice poetry from them and put them up, and it feels amazing to feel that love from a community that we haven't physically met, but it feels there's this connection that we almost know each other for many years. And so, we don't take it for granted, and we're very appreciative and thankful to you all.
That's fantastic. Can we get the song again? And we can do the. Can we do the whole song? I think it's short enough. We can get it.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you. Everyone, hold off on the chat until we finish the song, please.
Maaso go mulimu ekyama ekyama mu maaso go mulimu ekyama ekyama n'omutima go tegulira nkenyera enkenyera n'omutima go tegulira nkenyera enkenyera wobeera wabawo eddembe eddembe wobeera wabawo eddembe Edembe Nabaana balinga ebinyonyi ebinyonyi Nabaana balinga ebinyonyi ebinyonyi yekwe 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 yekuno yekwe 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 maaso g'omu mulimu ekyama ekyama mu maaso go mulimu ekyama ekyama n'omutima gwo tegulira nkenyera enkenyera n'omutima gwo tegulira nkenyera enkenyera wobeera wabawo eddembe eddembe wobeera wabawo eddembe eddembe Nabaana balinga ebinyonyi ebinyonyi nga Nabaana balinga ebinyonyi ebinyonyi yekwe yekwe yekuno yekwe 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 yekwe
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Chinobay, thank you so much for sharing your beauty, your knowledge, your incredible virtuosity, the music, the information, the history. We're very grateful for you, and congratulations to your move to your next step. And we'll be keeping up with you.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure to see you and sing with you. And I know I'm going to see you very, very, very many more times. So
That's
that's
right.
amazing.
You're going to be on that bus. You're going to be on that Daily Antidote bus.
I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Everybody give him a hand. Give him a big hand of appreciation and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's breathe all of that in. Let's breathe that into our memory, into our pores, so that we have that joy with us all throughout the day. All right, a few announcements before we bring today's session to a close. The community card writing campaign is still ongoing. Please contact Anna for details, and Katie will put Anna's information in. Before we say our final goodbyes, again, let me extend an invitation for all the new people. Put your name, where you're from, and how you found Daily Antidote in the chat, please. And I think we're going to say goodbye to our Facebook Live family. See y'all.